I'm gonna try to make this video as quick as possible, so I'll just get to the point. Uh, I'll just get to the main gist of the main argument. The main argument here that I'm trying to refute is the AnsweringIslam.org's article or essay, where they try to prove that the Quran, the author of the Quran, which they think Muhammad, who they think is Muhammad, plagiarized off a apocryphal gospel named the Pseudo Gospel of Matthew. So what now does this argument hold any bearing, or does this argument hold any water? No, it does not. Let me explain. Uh, First of all, the Gospel of Pseudo-Matthew, according to many New Testament scholars, actually came after the Quran. And how do we know this? We know this because scholarship say so. If we read the book, the Apocryphal Gospels, text and translation, page 75 by Bart, Ehrman, and Zlatko, Plese, they say that the pseudo Gospel of Matthew came around 690, a generation after the Uthmanic standardization of the Quran. So, in other words, the Prophet Muhammad died in 630, and this gospel, the Gospel of Pseudo Matthew, came in 690. So that means that the gospel, or this gospel, came at least I don't know, at least 60 years after the Prophet Muhammad died. Uh, so the author of the Quran could not have copied off the Gospel of Pseudo Matthew because it came after the Quran. So even Bart Ehrman points out that the Gospel of Pseudo Matthew can be dated no later than the first quarter of the 8th century. Uh, so the earliest it came was 690, and then it was finalized in the 8th century. And again, this is Bart Ehrman and Zlatko Plese in their book, The Apocryphal Gospels, Text and Translations, page 75. So the whole point is that, the Gospel of Pseudo Matthew actually came after the Quran. It didn't predate the Quran. But the whole thing is that even if, let's just say for the sake of argument, that these apocryphal Gospels that they say the Quran copied off of, like the infancy Gospel of Thomas, what else? The Gospel of James or whatever. Even if they predate the Quran, there could be true stories in these New Testament apocryphal sources, and the Quran is confirming that there are true stories about the Virgin Mary and Jesus found in these apocryphal Gospels. So there's nothing unbelievable about that. But I don't want to. I've already refuted this claim over and over again in my previous video. So my point is, I'm trying to refute a specific argument in that the pseudo, that is that the author of the Quran copied off the pseudo Gospel of Matthew. And they cite the Quran chapter 19 and the Quran chapter 3 as proof that the author of the Quran copied off the pseudo Gospel of Matthew. But the problem with that claim is that the Gospel of Pseudo Matthew actually postdates the Quran, or it came after the Quran. So the author of the Quran could not have copied off something that actually came after the death of the Prophet Muhammad. So this refutes the claim. Stay tuned. More videos coming up.